Hey guys, what's up? Grimmission Sam back with another video, and today we have episode 3 of Titans franchise. This week we're going to be taking on the Cleveland Browns. Last week, Caleb Farley had 5 tackles, 2 picks, and a touchdown, earning him AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Like I said, we're going to be taking on the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, all those big names, they will be coming to play. And of course, we have to rely on the run game. We have to run the damn ball. But if you guys have recently watched Week 1 of the NFL season, you saw the Browns put on a masterclass against the Cincinnati Bengals, so we're going to be looking to slow them down if we're going to count this as part of the year. Ryan Tannehill throughout the year, 20 completions, 37 attempts, just over, and then I didn't even fucking see the rest, so I don't really know how much he has. First and 10 here to start off the game. Of course, we're going to give the ball to the big man, Derrick Henry. And there's some questions going on about Derrick Henry. Will he get a new contract? Will he get traded? What will happen throughout this season? He is on the last year of his deal and fortunately playing for us, luckily not holding out. But that could be a storyline coming soon if I really felt like it. On 2nd and 7 now here, we're going to drop under center. We're going to hand it off right side to Derrick Henry. He's going to find, no, not really a gap, but he is going to get through some arm tackles, pick up the first down, 2 rushes, 12 yards. That's a great way to start off the game. Of course, there's going to be storylines being involved almost every week from here on out. Well, starting after next game, we will start implementing some storylines, hopefully. Hopefully a lot more videos will be coming out shortly. Like I said, I've been having some problems with my PC and stuff, making some noises. Nicholas Petit-Fier, I completely forgot that he is actually suspended this season, I think, for the first 6 games. So we will probably be, unfortunately, kicking him out for at least 6 games coming up. So that will probably be from week 4 to week 10, if not later in the season. Peter Skoronski goes down, so we lose 2 offensive linemen on back-to-back plays. Our O-line is not good to begin with, and the depth isn't there either. So we're going to have a tough time here. But on 1st and 10, we're going to start off with this little spot play. Going to try to find something here. Nothing here. Play breaks down. Roll out. Tannehill has just enough athleticism to get away from Myles Garrett and get an 8-yard rush. Like I said, one of the things is if we don't see something, we got to move. And that's part of the reason why Tannehill is still very effective in this offense. Is because he has okay athleticism. If he didn't, he would probably not be starting right now. That's part of the reason why I didn't go with Will Levis to start, as well as I wanted to keep the realism factor. Going to hand the ball off here to Derrick Henry, and of course, he's just going to plow ahead for yards. 5 rushes, 31 yards, 6 yards a carry. That is what I like. I like to be at about 5, but 6 is very excellent as well. We're going to actually tell Peter Skoronski to stay out for a little bit longer than what even Madden would recommend. We're not going to bring him in unless we need him. Trying to throw to Chig Okonkwo, and that just doesn't go our way. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, JOK. JOK wearing a different number this year is kind of weird for me. He was wearing, 28 just a couple years ago, just last year. So it's definitely weird. Derrick Henry up the middle, finds a gap, 6 rushes, 50 yards. That is what I'm talking about. If we can do that all game, he will have a dominant game. I'm going to lean on him. He is my bell cow. He is going to be what drives us to victory every single week. Breaks 1 arm tackle. Unfortunately, gets caught by Myles Garrett from behind. 7 rushes, 60 yards, continuing his dominance in the NFL. Derrick Henry is an awesome fucking running back to run with. I've tried using other running backs in Madden that are also X Factors or even superstars. And for some reason, some of them just don't run at all great. I've had more success with star and normal dev running backs that are 70s than some of these 80s and 90 running backs. I traded for Breece Hall in one of my franchises and just fucking couldn't get it going. Had Josh Jacobs, couldn't get it going. I've had a bunch of different running backs. Derrick Henry slow to get up, but he does get back to the huddle and he will be back out onto the field. 2nd and goal here. We're going to motion Okonkwo over, get that extra blocker on that left side. Going to hand it off Derrick Henry. He will roll into the end zone over top of some of the defenders. First touchdown of the day for him and us. We will take a lead 7-0. And Deshaun Watson will come out onto the field for the first time today. He has about the same stats, if I remember correctly, from Tannehill's 32 completions, 53 attempts, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's about the same as Tannehill currently at the moment. So us not throwing the ball all that particularly well makes me feel a little bit better about ourselves, considering the fact that somebody like Deshaun Watson has about equal stats comparatively to Ryan Tannehill. Last week, Nick Chubb went off for over 10 yards, a rush, and a couple touchdowns to go with it. 173 yards on 17 attempts is ridiculously good. And right here, I was trying to bait it with Monty Rice. I just didn't get over in time. He threw a quick ball, and I just couldn't get there in time. Amari Cooper for 15. Amari Cooper, very, very good receiver still. He's legitimately felt like he's been in the league forever. I know it's been 2016, so it has been what now? Going on 8 years, or is it 7 years? But it was either 2016 or 2015 that he came into the league. Either way, him and Brandon Cooks have felt like they've been around for fucking ever. Like, they feel like they should be like 35 at this point. I'm not even kidding. They just have felt like they've been around forever. But, hey, they're still producing, so they're still going to get those contracts. They're still going to be brought onto teams. And they're producing at a high level, and all the power to them. If they can stick around in the league, they should get paid. 2nd and 6 here now, 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. We're going to move some of our zones around. We're actually going to drop a pass rusher into coverage. And then Donovan Peoples-Jones up the sideline, fumble. Azeez Al-Shahir comes up with fumble recovery on the sideline. Byard and Monty Rice come up with that stop and help get us the ball back. In a motion, Trevon West go over, get an extra blocker over to that right side, motion him back so the defense will shift back over. I know it's kind of cheesy, but let's go ahead and get it done. Handoff outside, Derrick Henry kind of gets caught up on Jalen Duncan, our backup right tackle. Well, backup swing tackle just in general. That's mainly how I do things with depth at the O-line position is I bring in one guy to be the backup for that guard position, one guy to be the backup at that tackle position, and one backup to be kind of a do-it-all, an in-between or maybe a guard center combo or a guard tackle combo. It really just depends on the other two guys. Like if I was doing the Bears right now, I'd have Lucas Patrick basically being that guard center backup, and then probably somebody like Larry Borum being that guard tackle backup. So Ryan Tannehill sacked there. We did end up punting the ball away, and they would receive it at their 44-yard line. We're going to bring a blitz now here, dropping in this man coverage, and luckily Deshaun Watson couldn't hit Amari Cooper. That was down the sideline, easy touchdown. Just can't hit it, and we are lucky in that fact. Score could have been 7-7 there, but he overthrows the ball. Deshaun Watson's going to try to take off and run, but Monty Rice being in that QB spy stops him. 3rd and 9 here. End of the first quarter is approaching rapidly. Clock still running. We're going to drop into this dollar look. Going to play some zone, and they hit Donovan Peoples-Jones in the hands, but he does not hold on to it. They would later punt the ball away, and we would receive it at our 27-yard line. Once again, going back to work with Derrick Henry. Hand the ball off, get up the field. We're north and south only here, no east and west coast. Now going to drop back into this shotgun look. 2 backs, Spears and Henry. Going to drop it off to Spears. Spears, no yards there. Ryan Tannehill, 1 for 2, no yards. -7 passing yards because of the sack. We're still leading 7-0. 86 rushing yards on 13 plays. Not bad, not too particularly great. It's still well above average, right? The big saying used to always be, even when I played football, was, if we can get 3 yards each play, we'll get a first down in the 4 plays. Simple as that. So getting at least 4 yards is probably necessary. Chig Okonkwo will get our first positive pass catch of the day. Like I've said before, the tight end is a very sneaky position for me. It's a lot of short stuff underneath, a lot of stuff where it's going to be schemed open. It's not going to be really a great receiving threat. I can work well with a bad tight end. It's harder to work well with bad receivers, in my opinion, in this game. I just don't feel like wide receivers get open as easy as tight ends do. And then we're going to throw the ball away here. Stupid flag on me. You can't throw the ball out from the pocket, even though the CPU does it. Ryan Tannehill, intentional grounding, will take us to 3rd and 21 at our own 29. Just looking to probably pick up some yards here. Flip the field position would be the best case scenario. Not going to be really looking for that first down as much as I want to. It just doesn't make sense to sit here and go, oh yeah, we're going to pick up this first. We're going to dump it off to Hopkins here after a rollout, pick up a couple extra yards there, and hopefully help field position and our punter go to work. Deshaun Watson coming back out for his third drive. third drive of the day. I think it's third drive. I'm not 100% sure. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, third drive because they fumbled and then they punted once. David Njoku underneath here picking up 9. David Njoku, I was a real big fan of his coming out of, what it was, at Miami. I wanted him. I really did want David Njoku. This was right around the time the Bears needed a tight end. I really, really wanted David Njoku. Like, in his second year normally, in Madden, I would normally trade for him just because I liked him so much. Not, even though I knew he was a bad run blocker, I still wanted him. But, again, Deshaun Watson missing Amari Cooper down the sideline. Well, not even down the sideline this time. Downfield, up the seam this time. Deshaun Watson really throwing the ball away right now. Not doing particularly great. Dumping it off to Njoku, and we're going to come up and make the tackle with Jair. And 3rd and 5. Now here, Monty Rice, we're going to be controlling. We're going to squeeze this defensive line. I was expecting a run or even like a draw play. Instead, it's a quick hitter to Donovan Peoples-Jones across the middle. We're going to send the pressure. Our defensive line is good but not great, so we do have to send pressure every once in a while to hopefully get a ball out. And Nick Chubb just couldn't hold on to it. I made a bad play and a bad route there with Monty Rice, but it unfortunately doesn't hurt us, and Jair does come up clutch, knocking the ball out of Nick Chubb's hands. Nick Chubb. And that was just a bad pass, and that's one of the first times I've seen a quarterback throw off their back foot and actually be a bad pass. I can't tell you how many times I've seen fucking Kirk Cousins and Baker Mayfield and all these different quarterbacks start to scramble, realize they have a guy open, and throw off their back foot because they're CPU and make a fucking dot. And Derrick Henry just bulldozers a player, gets into the end zone, second touchdown on the day for him. He will celebrate once again. I really do like him wearing those red sleeves and red gloves. Those pop so well with these unis. These unis are not bad. They're not my favorite. I'm going to be honest. Titans jerseys aren't my favorite. And that's another thing that goes into franchise mode is like, what jerseys do you want to see? Because like that's part of the thing for me is like, if you have ugly ass jerseys, I really don't want to fucking play with you. It's just something that goes through my head. I don't know if everybody else does that. Like, if you have ugly jerseys, I don't want to play with you. Like, if you told me to try to play with, like, the Cardinals right now or the Rams right now, God, those jerseys are fucking ugly. Everybody was like, oh, the Cardinals all whites are awesome. No, they're not. Stop it. No, they're not. Or if you try to tell me to play with the Commanders, no. Bad jerseys. Those are ugly. I do not want to play with those. Like I said, that also goes into, picking your franchise. Is that you have to have jerseys that you are either comfortable wearing or that you like. And I think the Titans jerseys come in that middle range of, they're not bad. Deshaun Watson missing another throw here. It's going to be a theme of today, I feel like, is Deshaun Watson missing these throws, not really connecting with his targets, not really being accurate, is going to come back and haunt the Browns at some point. They're going to miss a throw that they desperately need. Drop off to David Njoku here. Elijah Molden coming up with the tackle. He's become a pretty good slot option for us when we go into those dime looks, even into those nickel looks when we do decide to put him on the inside and put McCreary on the outside. Looking deep here, and Amari Cooper just gets behind Amani Hooker, and Kevin Byard has to try to make up the ground and cannot. Because even if Amani Hooker if Kevin Byard would have came over to cover Cooper, there was a wheel route on the left side that would have been open. Amani Hooker really just screwed us there. Handoff, Derrick Henry left side, one-on-one with a safety. He makes a good play. And then I think that's Emerson also coming back and helping on Derrick Henry as well. He has X factor available now, and we're going to use it to the full potential. Going to bring over to DeAndre Hopkins, hopefully clear out a safety. If they run a cover 3 or a cover 2 shell, we could probably... No, we're going to put him on a zip route. Okay. I thought we were going to do something completely else with that. Rolling out, nothing's open. Just throw it away. There's no reason to try to force something. Have a turnover deep in our own territory. 2nd and 10 here. We're going to go with a delayed handoff or a draw play, as some may put it. Draw plays are actually pretty good if you know how to use them correctly. Luckily, we bounce out of the tackle there from Myles Garrett. 17 rushes, 96 yards. Nothing would come of the quarter, and we would end No, that's the 2-minute warning. Sorry, I'm dumb. I can't read. Luckily, we bounced out of that tackle from Myles Garrett and Derrick Henry. Slow to get up. A little tired. He's going to come off this field. Tajay Spears back onto the field. 3rd and 6. Pressure gets to us, and we're just going to have to throw it away there, unfortunately. And the Browns will take over with a mini 47 at their own 27-yard line. We're going to send a blitz with Josh Thompson and Amani Hooker. Fumble Deshaun Watson. Luckily, his tackle Wyatt Teller picks it back up. Going to send another blitz here because they did call a no huddle and didn't let me pick a play. It does run the same play. Minute 20 now. Clock ticking. No huddle again. We're going to drop into this cover 2 look. Hopefully not get burnt here. And Shair actually covers Elijah Moore pretty well there. Keep forgetting that he's on the Browns. I don't know why, but I still don't get why they got rid of him now that they brought in Aaron Rodgers. I think now, of course, Aaron Rodgers did just get injured, but hindsight's 2020. I think he would have been like one of the perfect candidates for Rodgers. A quick little speed guy that they could use. And Jesus, Caleb Farley, what are you doing? When you can't cover as good as Azeez Al-Shaair, what are you doing, brother? You were the AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week. Step it up. Stop getting burnt. And just another bad pass by Deshaun Watson. I'm telling you, he is not him. Kelvin Joseph, stop acting like you did something. Please, for the love of God, don't do that again. You are going to get cooked if you do that again. And David Njoku drops a pass. I'm telling you, the Browns have confidence concerns right now. Dropping passes and overthrowing wide receivers. When Deshaun Watson actually does put the ball on them, they're dropping it. But when he doesn't put the ball on them, they could have went for big gains. Josh Thompson, you got to jump that, brother. You got to jump that just a little bit harder. Pick it off. Take it the other way. Take 3 points off the board for the Browns. Nope. The Browns are going to do it themselves. Cade York sucks ass. He's still in the Browns in this universe. Browns fans, I hope you're happy. I guarantee you guys are not because Cade York sucks ass. Treylon Burks there on a little curl route. 30 seconds remaining. We're going to call a timeout. 1st and 10 here at Browns 45-yard line. Moving some stuff around here. Hopefully getting some help over on that right side block. And Jalen Duncan, we cannot leave by himself against Myles Garrett on a pass down. That would be dangerous. And of course, Treylon Burks underneath. Timeout again. 2nd and 3 now here. Jalen Duncan and Derrick Henry did a good job on Myles Garrett. So we're going to leave him one-on-one. It's not Myles Garrett getting to us, and then we run out of bounds like a bunch of dumbasses. Well, I do. Ryan Tannehill, 3rd and 11 now. 19 seconds left in the half. We're going to run a little screen pass. Tajay Spears here. Let the blockers get out in front. One thing I will say is the blockers almost seem confused and like they have no speed when you throw those screen passes now. Like, no speed. They're so confused. It's terrible sometimes. I've realized that with running my Bears and my Raiders franchise right now. They are terrible in the screen game. At halftime, 17-7. We are playing pretty well. Passing yards, wow, what an opposite. Both teams are just very opposite. Browns have 18 rushing yards. We have almost 100. They have 180 passing yards. We have like 20. Again, they're going to hit Amari Cooper over the middle. Teair Tart has to come out. So with Teair Tart having to come out, that will bring in Danico Autry a little bit more. Somebody that we've been shopping around actually in the middle of the weeks and stuff. He's just coming off contract. It doesn't make a whole ton of sense to keep him around. As Azeez Al-Shaair picks off Deshaun Watson. And with a holding call, that will keep the interception there. And we will take over at the 39-yard line. Good play. Nope, 49-yard line. Okay. Gives us an extra 10, I think? Something like that? Or did it take it back? I have no idea what the fuck I have no idea. But on 1st down, we do get 4 yards. Derrick Henry officially at 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, 18 rushes, so a little over 5 yards a carry. Has slowed down just a little bit, but not too terrible. He is still rushing for 5 yards an average. That's incredible still. 2 yards there. Got to get him going, or this average is going to drop real fast. It already took a big hit on those last 2 plays. 3rd down and 4, 5 wide out here. Dropping back, and Tannehill will go down with an injury. Oh, no. Okay. Well, Malik Willis is the second option at QB, and we are going to play by NFL rules, so Malik Willis will have to take over here. And Will Levis will be ready if Malik Willis were to go down. But as of right now, Malik Willis is the only QB option currently. We're going to play by it, like I said, NFL rules. So Ryan Tannehill will have to come out. We're going to take him out anyway. I just want to see what we have with maybe Malik Willis. I don't think there's much of a reason to keep Tannehill out there. If he gets injured, then we're just going to have to let him go in the offseason for nothing in return. Now, I have tried shopping Ryan Tannehill. No teams have interest based off of basically his cap hit at the moment. It's very, very expensive. 3rd down and 6 here now with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the quarter. Gonna go with a play action fake. Gonna roll out. He's gonna scramble and pick up yardage, but once again we come up with the forced fumble. We're gonna have to execute on those type of mistakes. When QBs don't want to slide or when guys don't want to take easy yards and get out of bounds, we're gonna have to make them pay. So we're going to go for those strips like always. Going to read option here on Myles Garrett. Malik Willis going to try to get to the outside, but Grant Delpit tracking him down. 8-yard rush there for Malik Willis. Good start to his day. Going to go with a little play action here. Fake it off to Henry and roll out. Hopefully get these linebackers to bite a little bit. They do not. We're going to roll out. Nothing really going. Going to throw it to D-Hop on that comeback, and he will come up with the catch in front of Martin Emerson. Good first throw for Malik Willis. We like to see that, especially since he might be one of the QBs of the future, if not the QB of the future. We go with a little screen pass here to Derrick Henry. Make it simple, dump it off, and Derrick Henry's going to break through an arm tackle. Martin Emerson in for the touchdown. In for Malik Willis' first touchdown of the NFL season. Hell, it might be even of his career. I think he's like 0 touchdowns, 3 picks right now in real life. So if that's the case, that would be his first touchdown of his NFL career, his young NFL career at that. He's been in the league for 1 year, but he's still very young. I think him and Will Levis are actually like the same age, virtually the same age anyway. Not same as in exact age. But on 2nd and 10, after stuffing the run, we're going to send a little bit of a blitz on the outside. Amani Hooker, I click on, I missed the tackle. And Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to run down the sideline, eventually get taken down by McCreary and Caleb Farley. 1st down and 10 at our 36. Going to send heat once again, something that I like doing. I want to put pressure on the quarterback. If he's going to beat me, he's going to beat me. But I want him to do it if he has pressure in his face. If he can beat me with pressure in his face, I'm more willing to accept that than if we just drop back, don't get any pressure, and he picks us apart. Here on 2nd and 9, Nick Chubb handoff right side. He's going to take the edge there. Caleb Farley has enough speed, though, to eventually get him down at the 5. 1st and goal, Browns. They're making a drive out of this. Deshaun Watson audibling. Passing. Caught. Njoku spins off a tackle into the end zone. What a play by him. That was a very good play by him, and we'll take over at our own 23-yard line. 1st down and 10. Handoff, Derrick Henry. Take pressure off of Malik Willis and get Derrick Henry some more yards. 10-yard rush there. 20 rushes, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a reception for, I think, 3 or 4 yards and a touchdown. Very good game for Derrick Henry. Going to hit Josh Wiley here, the rookie tight end, up at the 47 on that corner route, going against Grant Delpit. He makes the catch. Josh Wiley actually performed very well in the preseason. He's going to continue to play a lot. And if Chig goes down, I feel comfortable with Josh Wiley. Treylon Burks here on this little out route. So Malik Willis starting off hot, 4 for 4, 62 yards and a touchdown. Going to go back to the ground game here. One thing that I've always recommended doing and I like doing is running at the X factors. Right there, Myles Garrett makes a really nice play, don't get me wrong. But I like running at the X factors. It seems to work better than running away from them, and especially D tackles and defensive ends, is because they just blow up their blocks like they did there. Myles Garrett, 1st sack of the day, 3rd and 21 now for Malik Willis. Cleveland with 4 sacks on the day. They are getting after the quarterback very well here, and it has been a struggle on the offensive side of the ball because of it. On 3rd and 21, Myles Garrett makes a mistake and goes inside. I didn't think I could pick up the first down with my legs, so I thought maybe if I could throw it back across the field to our tight end, Okonkwo, we could get something, but we do not. We ended up punting the ball away as our kicker. We don't have a whole ton of trust in him past 50 yards.
they will take over at the 15-yard line. 24-14 here at the end of the third quarter. They're going to hand off Nick Chubb once again, but I came in screaming with Amani Hooker. He's going to bring him down. 10 rushes, 49 yards. That's still well above, average and good. 10 rushes for 49 yards. That's 4.9 yards a carry. But we're slowing him. On this screen pass, though, Nick Chubb's going to fight off one defender, pick up 3. Deshaun Watson, 18 of 30, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He's having a pretty good day, all things considered. The 2 picks are bad, but he has played pretty well. Here, we just don't cover Nick Chubb. We end up actually bringing him down to 4th and inches. I think that was Jeffrey Simmons coming back and helping out on that tackle. So, on 4th and inches, this is something I always like doing. I like bringing one of the extra guys on the line back so that I can have an extra blocker. Marquez Stevenson will bounce to the outside. He will end up picking up a couple yards there. I was just going to plan on going out of bounds. I didn't see much up the sideline. If we could have made that one guy miss, that would have been nice. But even if we would have made that one guy miss, it probably would have been some type of slow animation where the other guys would have been able to catch up and take us down anyway. 2nd and 6 now after Derrick Henry rushed to the outside. Going to go back to this halfback stretch here. But we're going to bounce back into the middle. And he will be brought down after only a gain of 1. 23 for 119, 2 scores. He is our ground game. He is our offense. 248 passing yards for the Cleveland Browns. They are performing very well right now. They continue to dominate us through the air. Our defensive backs not looking good. Especially after last week's game is kind of concerning. They played very, very well last week, with those multiple picks and slowing down Justin Herbert, but they can't slow down Deshaun Watson. Halfback draw here, Derrick Henry up the middle. I'm telling you, halfback draws are pretty good when the defense is not expecting it. Right there, we got easy pressure. It helps the O-line actually a lot because, they sit back and it's more about creating holes, letting the rushers think it's a pass and letting them create a hole for you more than anything else. 2nd and 5 here after a Derrick Henry rush. We're going to go 5 wide here. Going to get some guys set up. DeAndre Hopkins, nobody over top of him. This has been a problem in Madden this year. Nobody sitting over top of him. We're going to see if they do cover him. They do, so we're going to jump it off to Tajay Spears. Going to let him pick up the first down on the reception there. I actually won a game in one of my other franchises with that 5 wide look. Nobody was sitting over top of DJ Moore. I sent him on a streak, and he just took off for a touchdown as the game ended. So it's definitely a problem in Madden this year. On 1st and 10, we're just going to have to throw the ball away. Pressure, nobody open. I'm telling you, so there's little formations that are broken where players don't line up correctly, and you can get an easy gain out of it. We probably could have even hit DeAndre Hopkins on that route right away if we would have hit him right away. Daniel Brunskill goes down. One of our guards, so we're going to bring Aaron Brewer into that left guard spot, our old center after getting replaced by Robert Hainsey. Malik Willis actually scrambling, avoiding Dalvin Tomlinson, right? Yeah, that's Dalvin Tomlinson. Breaks 1 tackle, but does get brought down by Tomlinson at the 1-yard line. That would have been a really nice play if he could have made it in there on just that run alone. That would have been a highlight material. Gonna motion out Spears, make them think that we're doing something else. Quarterback draw here, and the right guard, right tackle just didn't fucking do what they were supposed to. They let the guy get a free look, and then getting sacked here again by Marlon Davidson, former Falcon. Just not very good. 3rd and goal here. We need some points. We need to come away with a touchdown. Gonna drop back to pass. Looking for Treylon Burks. Pressure started to get to my face, and then other pressure got to me as I was rolling out and just had to throw the ball away. 4th and goal. Had to settle for a field goal. Unfortunately, especially going down at the 1-yard line, that's very not great. And then Derrick Henry here. Good blocking from the Browns. Nobody can bring him down. He finally steps out. They do end up losing Wyatt Teller for a little bit. I don't remember if he comes back. But 7:02 in the game, I would assume he doesn't come back, or the Browns coaching staff would be smart enough to keep him out. Going to dump it off to, who's that? Is that Akins? But Thomas Booker goes down. Somebody we traded for, Thomas Booker, down with an injury. Brings up 2nd and 6 now here. Browns need to start marching a little faster if they want to get back in this game completely. Amari Cooper over the middle, linebackers nowhere to be found. 21 of 33, 282. Deshaun Watson having himself a game. Very good game here, looking reminiscent of real life right now. Going to dump it off to Njoku on this little RPO. Byard comes up, makes the tackle, though. 7-yard gain. 6 minutes remaining. Clock keeps ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Come on, Browns. You got to hurry up if you want to make this a game. 2nd and 3 now. Going to hand it off to Nick Chubb. I do fortunately make him bounce back inside, but there's nobody to make the stop. 12 rushes, 83 yards. Nick Chubb also having a good game on the ground now. He has gotten going over these last 2 drives. 1st and goal. They're going with a little trips look to the right. Dropping back to pass. I thought I had this ball. I really did. I thought I jumped it perfectly. I thought, ooh, pick going the other way. 3 picks on the day. No, it barely sneaks by. I didn't leave the replay in that I went and looked at. It literally just went past my fingertips at the correct moment. It really sucks. But 1st and 10, going to hand off Derrick Henry up the middle. Nothing going there. He has slowed down tremendously since the start of the second half. Play action fake, looking for Treylon Burks, and he drops it. That has been a problem with Treylon Burks. He has not been able to hold on to the ball. He has not been able to stay on the field. And unfortunately, that happens again there. He drops the ball on this little short drag route. He does end up catching it, picking up the 1st down, so he does redeem himself a little bit, but the other play had more yards. The other play had more potential. So 1st and 10, halfback stretch here. They are waiting for us to run the football. Derrick Henry goes out of bounds, flag down. Is this late hit? Yes, it is. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. We'll accept it. Go up to our own 48, 1st and 10 here now. 4 minutes remaining. Clock has stopped because of the penalty, and we're going to hand off Derrick Henry once again. Aaron Brewer just does not get up to the 2nd level, but we still end up getting 4. That is one good thing about Henry, is that he always seems to find a way to pick up those little extra yards. Even if it's 1 or 2, it's still better than nothing. On 2nd and 6 now, nothing open. Going to scramble, trying to get the 1st, but number 26 does knock us out of bounds before then. 3rd and 2 here. Who are we going to give it to? Derrick Henry. King Henry. Treylon Burks going to come in motion. We're going to try to set up an extra blocker, or even just motion to confuse somebody. Bounce back, right side, stiff arm. Finally gets taken down by Denzel Ward. 29 rushes, 158 yards. His day is virtually over. We're probably not going to feed him too much more. If anything, we'll probably get Tajay Spears in there. 27-21, though, we do have to keep moving. Treylon Burks across the middle, up the sideline, tackled down at the 1, and he's injured. Jesus fucking Christ. He could be such a good receiver if he would stop getting injured. We're going to go to this wildcat formation again. Motion Tajay Spears. Halfback pass, halfback pop pass. Tajay Spears just beats the corner to the pylon. Jelani Tavai goes down. 2-point conversion. We're going to go for it. Put us up 14, hopefully. And who else but Derrick Henry? Give him the rock and get out of the way. He gets the 2 points. We go up 14. This game is virtually out of reach with 3 minutes remaining in the game. Robert Hainsey and him celebrating. And, of course, Treylon Burks injured. Will not return. Torn labrum. Amari Cooper, good game for him. 6 catches, 104. Very, very, very nice. 1st down and 10 here. The Browns really need to start getting going on this offense. Misses. Who is that? Was that Amari Cooper as well? He misses Amari Cooper once again across the middle. You got to hit those. You're going to take over on Joseph Asai, try to force some pressure. Miss a tackle there on David Njoku. He's going to actually get 3rd and inches now. 2:45. They're going to hurry back to the line. They got to start going if they want to be in this football game. 3rd and inches. Dump it off to Nick Chubb. Makes one-man miss, but then it gets brought down by Elijah Molden. 1st and 10. They got to get moving. These little dinks and dunks aren't going to do anything. Donovan Peoples-Jones up the seam, though. Jesus, our cornerback group is struggling currently at the moment. I don't know if it's just the play calling or if it's just... Oh, and an overthrow by Deshaun Watson. I end up pitching it back from Shire to Kevin Byard, and we end up getting another turnover. 5 turnovers for Cleveland. 3 picks, 2 fumbles. That's the only reason why we have won this game, is because of turnovers. 1st and 10, what do you expect? We are going to run the damn ball. 2nd and 2, halfback stretch. Going to go weak side here, cut back up the middle. Still gets us the 1st down. Not a whole ton of yards there, 2 yards in particular, but that still helps us out nonetheless. This is really impressive considering the fact that our offensive line is so banged up currently at the moment. We have our backup left guard in. We went through actually 2 backup left guards. We have our backup center at left guard, and we have our backup right tackle in. I know they lost Myles Garrett, which really helped, slow down that pressure that they were creating. Malik Willis, good block up the sideline, stiff arm, stays on his feet, goes out of bounds at the 20. 5 rushes, 59 yards for Malik Willis. He has come to play, and I think he's going to be starting next week. I think that's what we've decided. I think Malik Willis has to start going into next week. I think it's time to go to one of the young QBs, I think, is the major thing that we're learning here. Ryan Tannehill, it just felt like the offense was so slow. It was more dink and dunks. There was no big play opportunities. It was stack the box against Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry here again into the end zone. 4th touchdown on the day. He is slow to get up. D-Hop making sure he's all right. 42-21, 124 remaining. This game's out of reach for the Browns, but they're still going to fight just a little bit. Going to dump it off to David Njoku, and he drops it. It looks like he was trying to fix the ball in his hands, and he dropped it. No. That is fucking terrible. Terrible to see. 2nd and 10 here. Nick Chubb gets caught up on the offensive lineman, and Deshaun Watson going to throw it deep down the field. Donovan Peoples-Jones, catch. None of the corners were paying attention, and he's going to run all the way in to the end zone for a touchdown. What a play by the Browns. Nick Chubb not getting out of the backfield probably helped him there. He probably would have taken the check down at some point. Instead, he's forced to extend the play, and he finds Donovan Peoples-Jones for a wide open touchdown. 33 rushes for 184. Not bad. It's really not bad. It's not bad. We're definitely ahead of the sticks, ahead of picking up 5 yards a carry. 3rd and inches now, 40 seconds, slowly running off the clock. Derrick Henry, slow to get up. Probably should have taken Tajay Spears into the game by this point. We'll take Derrick Henry out and put Tajay Spears in. 1st and 10, 16 seconds remaining. Derrick Henry celebrating his spectacular day. Not fantacular day, you fucking dumb bitch. But with that, we do end up winning the game 42-28 against the Cleveland Browns. Turnovers, the big thing here today. Malik Willis also coming in, providing that spark to the offense. The offense really seemed to click just that tad bit more with Malik Willis in. So we're going to continue to look at him and see if he is the future and the key to this offense and to us winning more games, I would assume. We do have some upgrades here for Harold Landry after the game. He gets +1 awareness, +3 tackle. Chig gets 1. We're going to go with possession. Possession is the best to go for tight ends. You get blocking, you get route running, you get catching, everything. Chase Winovich, our special teamer that we just brought in, we're going to bring in. We're going to have his speed rusher go up. He gets some stats there, nothing too spectacular. And Trey Wolf, our kicker. Unfortunately, we do have an injury to talk about. Traylon Burks goes down, and unfortunately that does mean we're going to lose our second wide receiver, and our pass game is going to slow down even more. Brunskill as well, also out. We're going to have to pick up a backup offensive lineman as well, probably, here in the future. None of these guys are going to reach injured reserve, but we will have to probably drop a couple of the lower-rated guys and fill in those backup positions, because Daniel Brunskill and Traylon Burks were very pivotal pieces of this offense. If you guys enjoyed this video or any other videos like this, please stick around, subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. Hit the notification bell to be notified anytime I post a video. I'm going to be dropping more Titans franchise, hopefully as fast as possible. Well, not as fast. I do have some stuff coming up. We are going to put Ryan Tannehill on the trade block, though, see if any teams will want to come after him, as well as the fact that Will Levis will go to QB number 2, which will be 3rd on the depth chart for the thing, and then Tannehill will be the injured reserve quarterback. He will remain on the 53-man. Danico Autry, we put on the trade block a little bit ago. He has some offers. Nothing really popping off here. Nothing too spectacular, I don't think, in my opinion. Nothing that makes me go, ooh, let's trade for that. So instead, we're going to trade with the Chargers. We're going to trade him and Tyreek Jones to the Chargers for JT Woods, Jameer Slayer, and a 4th-round pick. They get their interior D lineman. We get an extra offensive lineman in Jameer Saylor, and then JT Woods as a special team player takes over for Tyreek Jones and a 4th-round pick. Gets it done. The Chargers really needed a defensive tackle and really needed a rush tackle, so that's what they're going to get there. But like I said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please stick around, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hit the notification bell, and I'll be back with more videos like this. And if you guys also need roster updates for 2K, Madden, Madden 23, Madden 24, both for the PS5, unfortunately, 2K22s for PS4 and 2K23s for PS5, please stick around. I'll be posting more videos, when stuff happens in those leagues. More videos for the roster updates will come out. With that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.